This video is a little different because for once, I wasn't the one traveling somewhere new. About a couple of years ago, I met Amelia and JP, two American YouTubers that I've stayed in touch ever since. So when they told me they were coming over to the UK and spending a few days in Manchester, it felt like the perfect opportunity to catch up. But I also wanted to show them a little more than just the city. Most of the time, I'm the one traveling somewhere unfamiliar, experiencing a different culture and being shown around by people who call that place home. This time, things were the other way around. And before Amelia and JP headed back to the US, Dave and I wanted to give them what we thought was a proper taste of England, starting in Manchester before taking them out into the countryside we know so well. Good morning from Manchester. So I just got off the train because I'm meeting my couple of American friends who are here to visit for a couple of weeks, I think, and they're flying back to America. So yeah, I'm so excited to see them. It's actually quite warm for being summer. What day is it today? I think Thursday. So I'm hoping to also show them to actually go to the Peak District with Dave sometime this Saturday. So I'm going to their accommodation, which is about 15 minutes from here. So if you can see, Manchester has got this distinctive characteristic of their architecture, which has got reddish brick color. And if you don't know, Manchester is popular for its Industrial Revolution history. So you see this buildings are often renovated and switched into cafes. It's always nice to have a home to go back to. But also the fact that Manchester, or where I live, is so close to Manchester Airport. It's so nice to be able to see traveller friends who are paying a visit to the city and also pop by for a few weeks or so.
How are you?
And as it turned out, that was pretty much the last time I picked up the camera that day. Once I met Amelia and JP, we had so much to catch up on personally that filming was quickly forgotten, and we ended up spending the rest of the afternoon simply enjoying each other's company. So rather than forcing the camera back out, I left it there. But a couple of days later, we met again, and this time we had something rather different in mind. Hello, good morning. So today we are actually going to spend some time with them again, this time with Dave, with me. And we're hoping to do a bit of like countryside walk. The weather doesn't seem to be the best. It may be a bit rainy later in the day, so we're just going to try to take it easy and stroll around, show them a bit of the town that we live in. Currently going to the train station to pick them up because they took the train this morning from Manchester. Here we are at the local train station. We'll see if they're there. Are they there? Oh, there they are! So they took the train here and definitely fun that having a friend coming. Hello, there you are. Welcome to Wilmslow.
Thank you. Oh, sorry, I just stepped on your toe.
That's all right. Hello.
Hello.
Happy Saturday. Oh, finally, a husband meeting friends. And this is JP and Amelia. I mean, sorry, the weather hasn't been the most glorious weekend.
You know, it's not raining, so
Yes.
no complaints.
As long as it's dry.
Once again, I am wearing long sleeves and a jacket, and you have a short sleeve shirt on.
I have my coat.
Oh.
So, just in case. It's so funny because we both, I mean, the three of us are YouTubers. So we have got some stuff to film, and the thought of like capturing here and there. And it's just quite cute because never in my sort of personal life that I would have friends that are doing the same thing to visit. Dave is giving a local explanation as to what the town is like.
Rejoicing.
They've been quite impressed by the fact that there is a Rolex and Patek Philippe.
Yeah. We haven't even got to the Aston Martin garage yet. So.
And I keep reminding them, don't worry guys, it's this town that's rich, not us. We're not one of those people. So both of you are here. And what's your impression of this town so far?
I feel like I need a Ferrari.
I think it's adorable. I love it. It's actually a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. It's really nice.
We've just got a few bits and bobs, and we've finished it all. It's actually a bakery based in London, and you've got so much options. And on the weekend, it's definitely the place to be and feel a bit part of the society now. The posh. We just need a Ferrari, as you said. We just need a Ferrari and some nice cars to be part of that.
Did you say bits and bops?
Yeah.
Bits and bobs.
Bits and bobs.
Bits and bobs.
Yeah, bits and bobs.
Okay. We haven't heard that one.
It's so funny because today's definitely was predicted to be rainy, and it is. It's wet. And I was saying to them, oh, well, you'll be definitely experiencing the true British experience with the weather. And it's so wet now. I was already telling them, bring something waterproof because the weather can change in a split second.
Well, you were right.
Yes, you have experienced that, haven't
Yes.
you? Yeah. There's actually an Aston Martin where definitely feels very posh, right? So we'll probably take them to a street with houses that is worth millions. Yeah, we're taking Amelia and JP a tour around some nicer neighborhood. Not that, I mean, we can dream one day that this would be our house. Just don't know where to get the money. It's probably costing similar or more to what you can afford in the US, right?
Probably more. given
Probably
the
more,
exchange
yeah. Yeah, the exchange rate. And you don't get so much for your land here.
Right.
It's an island after all, you know.
rate. Much smaller country than.
There's so much smaller country. Like this is some of my favorite street because the houses are stunning. That's actually back to town and we're going this way. Yeah, I feel like a true guide because rarely, I mean, apart from my Irish friend, I've actually never had any other people. We're thinking of going to a local park that is bigger within the Peak District, but not too far off from where we live. It's just cute that having my husband talking about the things that I wouldn't have known, and it's just it's just funny that we're filming each other. I said that cemetery in this country is very relaxing. It's a bit creepy, but I feel like it's like quite therapeutic.
Well, I'll tell you, when we were kids, little
Yeah.
girls, we used to picnic at the
Cemetery.
yes.
As a kid, I used to go through these old church cemeteries trying to find the oldest date.
The older.
Like, you know, just like, I found one that's like 70s.
It's cool.
It's
I
cool.
completely agree with you.
So then it's like stacked upon within family, right? 1927 and then
Oh, I see.
37 and then again 79 and 85. So some of these are gravestone as well, and it's just quite stunning because we pass by this every single day, and sometimes you still can see their names on it. See, there is a Williamson.
There's actually the same name as my dad.
Yeah, so we're thinking perhaps it's a relative of some kind. It's been so lovely because it's quite dry now, and we are walking to Lime Park, which is a bigger park than the local nearby park we just visited. This is a bit more like National Trust-esque, which means that it's maintained by board member here. But we are walking along the Middle Woodway, which used to be the train tracks for coal miners, because it's no longer, and it's
10 miles long.
10 miles long. Trains like that. So these were the railwaymen, and that's the signal post. Perhaps we can do a tour guide as a side gig.
There you go.
If you are interested to experience the British countryside, specifically Wilmslow in this area.
I'm not sure we'd sell many tickets.
That's true, yeah. Because AI cannot replicate that. So one of the things that I thought would be really great to show them is the canal, because if you don't know, canal was used as a transport mechanism for coal in the past in Great Britain, and now there are so many people living on the boat. Like sometimes in the summer there are like people selling stuff. So this is where one of the boat builders. If your narrow boat needs some repairs or services, this is one of those, which is really cool. Oh, you can get fresh food, organic British fruits and veg over there. Floating farm shop, how adorable. Floating farm shop. Yeah, I know, I thought this would be like a true experience I think the good thing about the Cheshire, it's because it's like surrounded by this kind of mature tree, so it makes it even more really countryside to me. Because you can find canal and boats, and obviously you saw that in Manchester, but I feel like this feels like a true, like ducklings and stuff. So if you see like narrow boats are named after someone, like this one is Campsilas, Anna Maria, there's also Tranquillo, Reginald, there's Lottie. So we are welcomed by a herd of sheep that seems to be guiding us towards the park that we're going to. Yeah, it's funny. Amelia and JP have just been taking photos to showcase that they are in England, in definitely rural England. And I just love, I feel like there's something different about showing where you live. And I suppose normally this is my experience visiting other places and people would show where they live and whatnot. And we get to do this now to like some friends. The sheep has been sheared, which means that they are freshly done up. They've just gone to the hairdresser. This is where Dave grew up, not in the farm, no.
These are my brothers and sisters.
These are your brothers and sisters, your siblings. They recognize you. So we are entering, I mean, not really, the site of what? 90s house.
Oh, really? This is Mr. Darcy's house.
Imagine living there. Manor house with quite a bit of stuff to serve you. That'd be fantastic. I wouldn't what?
I treated my family home before.
Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't do YouTube first of all. If I live off this kind of wealth. So we've got a very civilized setup here. We've got a table with the meal deal we got from Waitrose earlier, overlooking the, not Chatsworth, the, what is it called?
Lime House, Lime Manor.
Mr. Darcy would approve.
Yeah, Mr. Darcy would have approved because this house was featured in one of the 90s BBC's, Jane Austen, which I didn't grow up with, so I have no correlation to understand what that was even. I have got, what's this? Chicken, smoky rice salad. I've got some vegan, yeah, do you like that? Is that all right?
It's very good.
We've got blood orange, we've got some crisp, we've got couscous,
Some falafel salad.
couscous, and
That was good too.
absolutely a 5-star experience. The first time I got here was in 2020, was it? I don't think at the time I got the idea how cool this was. So now it's like awesome to show it to friends like this. I'm just enjoying being out and about in the fresh air like this. And it's not too hot. I am loving it. Surrounded by lots of mature trees. Yeah, it's amazing. And such of the excitement I got, that makes me feel quite happy. You know, because whenever they are, oh, this is cute, oh, this is cool. And you're like, yes! Get that gorgeous, gorgeous views. Oh, look at that. So we're walking back now, I think, or are we going somewhere? I'm not quite sure, but I was just saying earlier that the sky with the blue-grey skies look so dramatic, and with these mature trees looks so stunning. Imagine living here in this fancy, dramatic, historical house. So there are lots of traditionally houses like this dotted around the country, and now it's protected under the National Trust, because so you have to pay a certain amount of money to get inside. So it's, what time is it? 4:30, and We have been walking and wandering, and it's been so lovely. And we are walking at the very last bit of the track that we love for this park, because it's just gorgeous. And you grew up here, and there's that story that Dave would love to go. No, not really. Your parents would love to go here, and they would drag you out of the house to come here.
And I was a grumpy child, never wanting to go on walks with my mum and dad.
So it's been a fun day.
Oh, that's a good review, guys.
Are you glad you got that on camera? It's going to be on the homepage.
JP and Amelia, great day, having fun. So we have come to Sutton Hall, which is a pub that Dave often goes to with his brother, and we thought it would be such a great experience. This used to be a estate manor house. As you can see, it's traditionally old, well over 200 years, I think. We did have our wedding dinner just before the wedding day. We had friends coming over and had dinner here. It was so amazing. How adorable is that? Look at that, how cute. Do you want a photo, both of you? Look at this interior design. We were
Filming us.
We were sitting there for the wedding dinner just a night before we got married. So this was the exact same place. Feels a bit like down memory lane.
Definitely feels like you crossed the top.
So what's your impression, the two of you? Have we done a good job?
An amazing job. Yes.
What a fun day.
Yes.
But you like the
Fantastic.
pub experience, yeah?
Yeah.
We'll see until what the food is like.
I have a feeling the
Yeah, well,
food's
a lot
going
of
to be
good
amazing.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers! Oh, how cute!
Salud, That is delicious. Good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, please. Lovely. Thank you so much.
They get one more alcohol-free.
So I've got
is that a pint?
leek sauce, just sausage, mash.
And
Dave, same. We've got 2 vegan meal. Look at that. Cauliflower curry.
Delicious.
And what do you have?
Basil gnocchi.
Basil gnocchi. That looks fantastic. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, bon appetit, everybody. Bon appetito. Had such an amazing food. Great drinks, great talk. We had puddings to share, and yeah, I think it's been such a lovely, lovely day. I think we're just going to drive them back to the train station for them to get back to Manchester, really. So there are some outside sitting areas if you fancy drinking and hang about with this gorgeous Tudor house. Yeah, such a stunning garden. But that's pretty much about today's video. I hope you enjoyed that glimpse into my day, showcasing the American friends into the, hopefully, the ultimate British countryside and experience. So it's been such a fun and lovely experience. I love it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.